Hello, guys. If you can hear me, please let me know. Just like you use the chat box, let me know if you can hear me, all right? I need to be sure that you can hear me, and then we will wait a little bit for a couple more people to come on, a couple more of our team members to come on, and then we'll start. But welcome so far. Okay, how you doing, my brother? Razak and Temitope, you guys are the early birds here. So I'm going to, you guys are early, and this is the first day of the year, like the earliest day of the year. So I'm going to find some a way to reward the three of you. So I'll find something benefiting for the three of you, all right? For being the early birds. Because this year, no dulling. No dulling. We are going all the way sharp, 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 sharp. Okay. All right, guys. So we will just wait a little bit to have more of our team members come on. So when we have maybe about 20 people, or when it's 8, 10, give or take, we are going to start. All right. Yes. Happy New Year, Tenitope. Oh, okay. All right, guys. So I think we have James Uche who has come on also, and then Bolaji. Welcome, guys. We are going to start. You know, our people. This is, I don't know why they are late, though. Because this is the first day of the year. If people come, they come late, first day of the year. I don't even know. But I don't know, use my mouth to talk with them. So sorry, I know you can't see me. My laptop is still having the issues with the camera. So once I'm not in Lagos still. I'm in my village, and they took the lights this evening, I believe, because my village has more electricity than Lagos. Funny enough, like more electricity than Lagos does. But they took the light this evening. They've not gotten it. We've not gotten it back. So I'm using the generator. But when I get back to Lagos, I'll fix the camera thing with the laptop. So that's why you can see my face, but you can hear me. I can share my screen and all the other good things. All right. So I will just wait. Let's just have a couple more people who come on. Doesn't matter how many of them come on. Once it is 8:10, or let me say 8:15 or 20 people. Once we have either 8:15 or 20 people who have come on, we are going to start. Okay, so let me just play some music for you guys to be enjoying while we wait a little bit. Hello, guys. Please let me know if you can hear me. Again, just use the chat box and let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me, guys? Just use the chat box. Let me know if you can hear. All right, great. Superb. So, um, thank you so much, everybody. First of all, Happy New Year to all of you. Happy New Year. This is the first day of the year 2022. For some reason, I'm really excited about this. I don't know. It just in my head, I'm just like, okay, this is the year. This is the year where everything that we planned to do last year that we couldn't finish, this is the year that it happened. So I just know I can't wait to go. So So because it's the first of the year, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the entire reel. So is it the reel now? I want to look at the attendance reel and welcome every single one of you to today's first ever inaugural team call for year 2022. So welcome Oyegomi Michael, Aaron, Mr. Razak, Bolaji Akunyi, Ape Ojodomo, Darlington, Bukola, Nelly, Etomi, Winnie. I'm going to call you Winnie today. Okay. Muriel, Temitope, Morayo. I don't know who iPhone is, but whoever you are, welcome. Gideon, and of course, my dear Rachel. So thank you to all of you for being here today. Deeply, deeply appreciate every single one of you. And also welcome to Sarah. Madam Sarah is here also. I want to make sure that I don't miss out on anybody. So James also is here. Welcome, James. Morayo is here also. Welcome, Morayo. Who else? Oh, okay, I didn't miss anybody else. Okay, Tochubu is here also. So welcome, every single one of you. So thank you for coming today. Today is January 1st. Today is our first day, our first team meeting. And today, what I just want to do is to explain the DXN concept to all of you. Childish is here also. Kalat is here. I'm seeing a couple of you who missed the last team call. I've been in the village and I've been like really, really busy. So I couldn't send the video for the last team call, the recording, but I'm going to send it. So if you missed the last team call, because if you missed it, what I'm going to say today may be kind of a little bit confusing. So you need to watch last week's team call, listen to it, and then today will make sense. But if you miss that, just follow along. And if you have any questions, ask them at the end. I will try as much as I can to bring you up to speed before you watch or you listen to last week's team call. So last week we talked about DXN, and I told you guys that my loyalty is first to you before any company. And I told you guys that we need to make a move because there are certain things that are happening with Emery that is no longer working in our favor. And to make sure that we don't spend too much time and waste it, I decided that we will move to a new company called DXN. I also said that DXN was the original company that I wanted us to start with, but then I found Emery. When I saw Emery and I saw their comp plan, which is still nice. So we're not leaving Emery, please. We're not leaving Emery. The only thing that we're doing is that we're going to use Emery as our back-end offer now. So Emery is going to be our back-end, be on our back-end. We are going to have DXN as the front end, right? So what I want to do today is just to bring you guys up to speed with DXN, explain the comp plan, show you guys how we are going to make it work and how we are going to do it fast. And then we're also going to start our team registrations in DXN today. I'm going to give you guys a link where you know, like a registration form where you just fill in your details. And then we're going to do all of the placements in DXN the same way it is in Emery, exactly the same way, right? I already explained all of this in the last team call that we did. So if you are in Etomi's team, or if you are in Etomi's team, for example, in Emery, you are still going to be in Etomi's team in DXN. If you're in my team, if you're directly registered with me in Emery, you're also going to be registered with me in DXN. So I want to make sure that we do it that way so that nobody feels cheated. Now, once you fill that form that I'm going to give you guys the link for at the end of today's team call, once you fill the form, by over tomorrow and the third, because I plan to come back to Lagos on the 4th, but between tomorrow, which is the 2nd, and the 3rd, I can't come on the 3rd. If you live in the southeast, you know what Mondays are in the southeast, so they cannot talk too much. Otherwise, I would have come back earlier. But between tomorrow and the 3rd, we're going to do the registration. So you will see an email from DXN saying that you have been registered. Now you have to activate the account by purchasing products worth at least 30,000 naira. I already explained that in the last team call. So if you're in the last team call, you already understand all of this, right? The account has to be active, but we're going to do all of the registrations, all of the placements exactly as it is now in Emery, so that everything is moving in tandem, right? So I'm going to be sharing my screen now to show you guys. 1 minute, guys. Can you see my screen? Please let me know if you can see my screen. I sent you guys the link to this Complan. I sent it after the last team call. Did any of you study it? Did any of you study it? The Complan. Did you look at? Just say yes, I studied it. If you studied it. If you did not study it, I forgive you. Sorry. But I really need you. See, this year, please, there is no slacking, there is no dulling, if I tell you to do something, do it because it is to your benefit that you do it. Even if you don't do it immediately, you can always do it sometime later. Okay? So, so you can say he did partially, okay? How did you send the link? I sent it in the chat box. I'm going to send it again today, so don't worry about it. So if you've not studied it, please study it today. It is important that you do so. All right? It is very, very important that you do so. So I'm only seeing one person who said that they studied it, but that was partially. So does it mean nobody else studied it? Okay, no problem. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go kind of explain the compensation plan, and so you guys have a grasp of what it's about. Now you have to understand, okay, Darrington said he studied it, great, superb. What you have to Winnie said she studied also, superb. Now you're talking. Now the people that I expected to study it are saying that they studied. I for say now, and I for don't disappoint me on day one. Eh? Okay. I'm going to be showing you guys I'm going to start with the rankings, basically. So if you look, you're going to see that Emery has, now this document that I sent to you is a document that I prepared, right? Because a lot of these people, a lot of these companies, they simplify their compliance, maybe not simplify, but they write it in such a way that it's confusing. And somehow I suspect that they do it that way, right? I suspect that they do it that way so that you don't even know how to maximize the complaint and make it work. And like I was telling Atomy earlier, that was last year. Wow. 2020 is now last year. So that was last year. I think that was around November. I was telling him, I said, there's no point going with any company if you cannot max the comp plan. You guys know what I mean by maxing the comp plan. What I mean by maxing the comp plan is getting to the top of rank in the company, getting to the highest of ranks in the company. Now, we have studied this comp plan, and I believe that we can hit the highest rank in the company. I believe that we can do it in about 12 to 18 months, right? I believe we can do it in 12 to 18 months. Absolutely, I believe so, 100% that we can do it in 12 to 18 months. Now, at worst case scenario, I believe it can be done in 2 years, hitting the top rank, right? The good thing that I like about these guys, which was why I actually registered with them already, even before Emery. What I like about them is that their ranking system is basically straightforward, right? So I'm going to start. So the very first rank, once we start doing the registrations tonight, I'm going to register some people tonight until I get tired, then I'll continue tomorrow. Once we fill that form that I'm going to send to you guys today, I'll start doing the registrations today. I'll start doing the placement. I'll look at who you are under, who you are placed under in Emery, and I'll place you under that same person in DXM. If that person has not, if that person doesn't want to go in with DXM, because like I said, we're not leaving Emery, right? We're just rearranging the order of things now. We're just rearranging the order, right? So we're now pushing Emery back and putting DXM in front. So what we're going to do is now, as people join our team in DXM and they start getting paid, they are now going to also register in our team in Emery. Okay? So the Emery is still there. It's just that it is now the second company that we're going to work with. So, but this company has 24 ranks, right? They have 24 ranks. Now, rank 1 is the distributor rank. This is basically the rank that you are going to be the moment you get activated. Once we register you tonight, you are not yet a distributor, right? Okay, you're actually a distributor, you are just not activated. Okay, so when you purchase 30,000 naira worth of products, then you become activated. I'm going to tell you guys the products that I think you should purchase, but you can also mix and match, and I will tell you how to purchase it, who to purchase it from, where to purchase it from, and all of that. Because I don't think your office is going to be open, is closed until the 5th. So their office is going to open on the 5th. Anyway, so this is the first round distributor. So once we fill the form that I'm sending today, and we do a registration, right? You are going to be a distributor. Now, the next round is star agents. Now, a star agent, you become a star agent when you accumulate a group point value. That's what PV means. A group point value of 45,000. Now, the way they calculate this 45,000 is that they include your own activation, right? So basically what this means is that if everybody is activating with 30,000 naira, that 30,000 naira represents 100 PV. What it means is that you are going to need about 45 people in your downline to become a star agent. Now, 45 people sounds like a lot, but don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do this to be able to hit star agents very, very quickly, right? So that you can do it in about 1 month or so. At the worst case scenario, you will do it in 2 months. Trust me, you have already mapped out a plan for this. So now, the moment you become a star agent, right, you now move to rank 3. Now, rank 3 means that you have 3 of your directs who are now star agents also, right? 3 of your directs are now star agents. So let me explain what that means. So now, right now in Emery, It to me is my direct. Michael Manuel is my direct. Winnie is my direct, right? So if Winnie becomes a star agent and Etomi becomes a star agent and Michael becomes a star agent, I am going to become a star Ruby, right? Great. Now, rank 4 is a star diamond. So rank 4 just means that you have 3 more of your directs who become star agents. So if you notice that the key to this comp plan is becoming a star agent. As long as everybody is joining our team is hitting and becoming star agents, every other person is going to eventually become star ruby and star diamond and so on and so forth, right? So now when you become a star diamond, right, you now, again, I'm going to explain the other parts of the comp plan, but what it means is that you have 6 of your directs who are now star agents. Now, because DXN is practically cheap to start with, it's just 30,000 naira, right? It is pretty easy to get 6 people who are going to be your direct. Again, I'm going to explain how we're going to make this work. So once you become a star diamond, you now start getting 37% bonus. Again, I'm going to explain what all of this means. But it does another thing. You now start earning some other bonuses from the company, which I'm going to explain later. So you earn group bonus as a distributor, but you earn higher as a star agent, then you earn higher as a star ruby, and then you earn higher as a star diamond, and so on and so forth, right? So to become executive star diamond, it means that one of your directs, one of those 6 people who are star agents, have now become star diamonds. They have now become star diamonds, which means that 6 of their own directs have also become star agents. They are now a star diamond. So you are now a star diamond, and because you have one of your directs who is now a star diamond, you will become an executive star diamond. Then if you have 2 of them, 2 of your directs who are star diamonds, you become senior star diamond. If you have 3 of them, you become executive star diamond. If you have 4 of them, you become double diamond. If you have 5 of your directs who are star diamonds, you become executive double diamond. If you have 6 of them, who are star diamonds, you now become that. If you have 6 of them who are now star diamond, you will become a triple star diamond, and so on and so forth. So it just goes on and on and on and on like that, right? So, right, it now goes on and on and on like that until you become a what is called a crown ambassador, right? So now what you just need to do to keep going up the ranks is to make sure they have 1 extra direct who becomes a star diamond, right? Now, this is the holy grail of this comp plan, right? So you can see that it goes on and on until you hit crown ambassador, where you have 20 of your directs who are star diamonds, right? And for each rank that you attain, they are going to give you a pin to signify that, right? Now, here's the key to this comp plan. The key to this comp plan is becoming star agents and then becoming star diamond. If, as long as we take our people to star agents, right? Everybody who comes in, they're hitting star agents, right? Which means that they do an accumulated group PV of 4,500. Now remember, like I said, I'm going to explain how we are going to do this. As long as everybody hits this rank, they're eventually going to hit this rank. Now, when you hit this rank, your income is almost going to double, basically. Once you become a star diamond, it means that 6 of your directs have become star agents. 6 of them have become have achieved group point value of 4,500. So let me explain how we are going to make this work. So to do that, I have to go down, 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 down. Again, if you have not studied this component, don't worry about it. Just follow along and I will show you how to do it. So with DXN, right? All you just need to do is to activate your account with 100 PV, right? Activate your account and then that 100 PV will pay you anywhere between 6 and 18%. Now, if you look at 6 to 18% of 30,000 naira, you know that it's not a lot of money. And that is where the Kairos thing comes in. That is why we're putting Kairos as the offer that we're selling, not DXN as the offer that we're selling. Because we're charging 40,000 naira for everybody who joins Kairos through you. We charge them 40,000 naira and we pay you 20,000 out of that amount. So they come in through you and we register them as your direct. Or we can place them under somebody in your downline if you want us to do that, right? Now, as your team grows, your PVs are going to accumulate. So the way this company works is that they pay you, they have point value and sales value. Now, let me explain again what those two things mean, right? Give me a minute. I need to log into my account and show you guys what it means, okay? So give me a minute, let me quickly do that, okay? I hope you guys can still see my screen. Okay, great. So superb, superb, superb. So let me see. Okay, um, so you can see PV amount. You guys can see that this account, I've not done anything with it since I registered. Um, so you can see PV. So PV is your personal point value. So when you activate your account now, the point value for the products that you bought will show under your PPV. Your PGPV is your personal group point value. So this is the total point value of you and everybody underneath you, right? Everybody in your downline or in your own personal group. That is what this PPV means. Okay. Let's see now. So the company has, okay, let me explain it by just going to, the online purchase and showing you guys what I mean. Okay, so if you notice, you can see some of the products that are available in Nigeria currently. Lindsay Coffee, Morinzi, this is the black coffee, and all of that. And by the way, there's another company that does this coffee thing. It's called Super Life in Nigeria. They sell 1 million, over 1 million of these bags every month currently. I shit you not. So you are saying, it's not just the coffee is just the base. It is what they infuse in the coffee that matters, right? So now, if you look here, you can see that this bag of coffee, the point value is 11, but then they also have what they call SV, which is sales value. The sales value is 1,802. Now, what they pay you when they pay you commissions, right? When they pay you commissions, they pay you commissions on this, not on this. They do give you the you go through these ranks based on the PV. You know what I mean? You go becoming from a distributor to star agent to star ruby to star diamond. It is calculated based on this PV, but the money you get paid is based on this PV, right? And if you go to YouTube, I'm going to share some videos with you guys later. There are people who are like double diamond. So what a double diamond means is that four of their directs are star diamonds, right? Now, and those double diamonds are making over 5 million naira a month every single month. They've not even hit, like, they're still at, like, that's like rank number 6 or rank number 5, something like that. And they're doing over 4 5 million naira every single month, right? So it is not about this ranking. I want us to move up the rankings really, really fast, right? Because it can help us maximize our earnings. But just understand, what I need you to understand is that the key to this comp plan is here. The key to this comp plan is hitting star agents. That is the key, right? As long as our formula works to get everybody hitting star agent, which means that the entire team has produced 4,500 PV, as long as everybody that is coming is hitting star agents, everybody before them is eventually going to hit star diamond, and then they're eventually going to go up the other ranks in the company. So the company pays you commissions based on the sales value, and then they pay you go up the ranks, right, based on the point value, right? And once you become a star agent, every other thing just comes eventually, right? Every other thing just comes eventually once you hit star agent, okay? So these are some of the other products. I'm going to come in and show you guys about the products, how to purchase them, and all of that. So, okay, so these are some of the supplements that are available. So you can see this one, the PV is 79, the SV is 11,200. Like I said the last time, we're working on sales letters for these products. So you see this particular product, this Pillarina, right? This one or this one, they're both the same thing. This one is 500 tablets inside this container. This one is 120 tablets. Then they have another one that is a capsule instead of a tablet. But they're all the same thing. So if you take that Spirulina, and so you can see that this one is 6,300 naira. The point value is 20, but the sales value is 2,922. Okay, so like I said, you get paid your commissions based on this, you get promoted based on this. Okay. As you go up the ranks up to Star Diamond based on the PVs. So if you take this Spirulina and you combine it with these products, it's called Gano oil. Oh, this one should open now. Anyway, if you take that, I don't know why it's not opening. Okay, finally. So if you take it, if you take that spirulina and you crush it and mix it with this granule oil and you put it on women's hair, it makes the hair grow fast. Right? It prevents hair breakage and all of that and all of that. So we're working like on the sales data for that. Anyway, I'm going to explain more about that later. I just want you guys to understand this compound. Okay, so let's get into all of the different ways that DXM pays. So of course, DXM pays a retail profit. So retail profit is from 15%. So you can see, for example, if you're selling this granule oil, and every time you purchase a product, even if you're selling the product, because I know a number of you would love to sell the products so they can make more money. So you can confidently sell this granule oil for say 7,000, 8,000 naira, right? And so every time you purchase it, you get 10.5 PV as a point volume, and then you also get you also get 1,553 naira as the sales value. So they're going to pay you a percentage of that. So that is what retail profit means. So basically, the company allows you to, will give you the products at a price where you can sell it for at least 15% and up, right? Now, this is where the group bonus thing comes in. So when you activate your account now, right? When you fill the form today and you activate the account, right? GSN is going to pay you back 6% on your own purchase, right? Because now you have 100 PV. Once other people you start signing up people, or people start getting into your team, or I place people under your team, right? Your PV will start going up, right? So let's say two people become your direct, they will now increase your bonus to 9%. Once enough PV comes in your downline up to 1,000, they will pay you 12%. If it goes up to 2,000, they'll pay you 15%. That's your group bonus. Remember that I said that the group bonus, this percentage is paid on the sales value, not on the PV. The PV is just used for ranking, right? So it continues like that. So at 3,250 PV, your bonus percentage goes up to 18%. And then at 4,500 and above, it is now going to be 21%. Once your PV hits 24,500, you will become a star agent. Do you guys understand it so far before I continue? Do you understand it so far? Use the chat box, please. Do you guys understand it so far? Let me know if you understand it. The group point again. Okay. So let me explain it again. I'm going to delete what I typed. So this is you, right? This is you. Anytime you buy products, right? It doesn't matter because these PVs it accumulates. It doesn't ever stop accumulating. It just keeps accumulating. They don't flush it. They don't touch it. They don't do anything because that is what is used to calculate your rankings and your incentives. So they have what they call incentives. So they have like I'm going to come to all of that, but this never goes away, right? But this, as you go up now, when you activate your account, you have 100, and they will pay you 6% on that 100, 6% of the value. So let's say you spend 30,000, they'll pay 6% of 30,000, because that 6% is deemed a purchase in your downline, because you're also part of your downline, right? So, but once you start, other people start joining your team and your total PV now. So Winnie, I hope you're listening. So now this is you, and let's say Winnie signs Ade, and then Winnie signs Ijoma, right? And then, right? So now Winnie now has 300 PV. So this 300 includes Winnie's 100, Ade's 100, and Ijoma's 100. That is now 300. So because it's not only Winnie again, it's now called PGPV, personal group, because all these people are in Winnie's group. Ade and Ijoma are in Winnie's group. It is now called PGPV, personal group point value. This 300 is the total. So now, as long as your personal group point value, or let's say Winnie doesn't sign anybody up, right? Winnie doesn't sign anybody up. But instead of 100, Winnie buys products what that total up to 300 PV, right? It's still personal point value, right? But Winnie's percentage will no longer be 6%, because it is now 300 PV word of product she bought. She will now get paid 9% of the value of the sales value of that 300. So again, let me go back here so that you guys will understand it. So let's say Winnie buys 30 bottles, three of these Ghana oil. Ghana oil is 10.5, Abi. So let's do some quick maths. So 10.50. So if she buys 30 bottles of this, so she has 315 PV. Am I correct? She has 315 PV. So DXN is going to pay her back 9%. It doesn't matter whether it is her personal purchase. It doesn't matter whether it is Ade and Ijoma that purchased it. As long as they are Winnie's directs, or they are directs, or it is somebody who Ade signs up, or somebody who Ijoma signs up, as long as they are in Winnie's personal group, right? Winnie gets that PV, right? Winnie gets the PV. You guys understand it now? So once the total purchases made by either Winnie or anybody in Winnie's group, right? And I'm using Winnie for context here. It can be any of you. Once the total group points rises up to 1,000, Winnie's commission from DXA will now go up to 12%. So again, I said that the commission is paid based on the sales value, not on the point value. The point value is for rankings and travel, right? There's travel incentive, okay? So that is how it works. You guys understand it now. So when it goes up to, when it also goes up to 2,000, the percentage commission you get is now 15%. When it goes up to 3,250 PV in total, it will now go to 18%. So let me use another person to do this example. So for example, I know that Manuel does a lot of sales. I know that Bolaji does a lot of sales. So in one single month, Manuel, for example, that's Michael, is probably going to do product purchases worth over 4,500. As long as Manuel does that, he's going to be a star agent automatically, right? So the way they did it, right? They did it in such a way that if you don't want to do the network marketing side of the business, you only want to sell the products, you can do it, right? You can just buy the product, sell at your price, any price you like, but the company will still pay you 21% as long as you have bought products worth 4,500 PV and above. Do you guys get it now? But the network marketing side, right now, is what we're now using the Kairos system to sell. Because I don't want you guys going out and try to sell this as network marketing. A lot of people will not listen to you. But we're wrapping the Kairos marketing system, the Kairos method around it to make it very, very appealing. Because when people come in and know and see that if they sell this to somebody else, they're going to get paid 20,000 naira each time somebody joins Kairos. They would love to do it. They would love to do it. And then we're not telling them, aside this 20,000 that you can make, right? You know that we have put you in DXM, which is the company that we're working with, right? And you can buy DXM products and sell DXM products also if you want, or everybody that you are bringing in, we are putting them in your DXM team. So, and DXM is going to pay you up to 21%. In fact, DXM is going to pay you up to 37% if you are a star diamond. So for you not to lose that money, we need you to go and activate your DXL account by buying 100 PV worth of products. Who will do it? Or who will say no to that offer? Of course not. So that is what the Kairos method training is now going to put them through. The Kairos method training is now going to get them to now go and activate their DXN because we've already registered them under you in DXN already. All they now need to do is just buy 100 PV worth of products and get activated. Does that make sense now? Does that make sense, guys? I want to see, I want to know that you're following. Okay, great. Superb. So now, so anytime you personally buy products, if you buy by your own self, right, with your own code, right, DXN is going to pay you 6% every single time you buy a product. Right, DXN is going to pay 6%. Okay, so so you guys understand this now. Now they have what they call a star group bonus. So the star group bonus is the bonus that you get if you want to now go take is now what you now get when you are a star agent who is qualified. Now, let me explain what that means, right? So when you activate this month, right? Let's say you become a star agent this same month, this same January, you become a star agent, right? DXN is willing to increase your percentage to 25% if by next month you buy another 100 PV worth of 100 PV worth of products, and then two of your directs also buy 100 PV worth of products each, they will pay you, increase it to 25%. If one of your directs becomes a star agent, they will increase your bonus to 27%. If two of your directs become star agents, they'll increase your bonus to 29%. If three of them become star agents, you know how much it takes to become a star agent? I just explained it, right? 4,500 PV. If three of them become star agents, they increase it to 31%. If four of them become star agents, this is for those who now want to build the network marketing side, right? And that is what our Kairos method training course will be putting everybody who comes in through, right? Because as long as everybody is coming in and getting activated, all these things will happen naturally on their own. So if four of them become star agents, they'll pay 33%, right? And then if you have five of them who are star agents, as long as four of them are active, are qualified. So what qualification means is, again, is that that person has bought 100 PV worth of products for that particular month, and two of their own directs has also bought 100 PV worth of product for that month. So they increase to 35%. If you have six of your directs who are star agents, at this point, you now become a star agent, star diamond, right? And they will now increase your bonus to 37%, right? So what it means is that every activity that happens in your team, they will pay 37% of it. Now, if you are not qualified, what you not being qualified means is that if you just buy your 100 PV worth of products every month, they will take it back to 21%. That's if two of your directs don't also do 100 PV, right? If only you do buy your 100 PV worth of product, they will scale it back to 21%. Because that is what you get as a star agent. If you don't order your own personal 100 PV worth of products, they will not pay you any commissions at all for that month. They will pay the person who is above you, directly above you, who has done their own authorship for that month of 100 PV. They will pay that person all your money, right? They'll pay that person all your commissions. So what we're going to be doing is that as long as, because 100 PV worth of products is around 27,000, as long as your commissions any month is at least 27,000, just get the products, pay the 27,000, get the products, the company will give you, will still pay that 27,000. So now you have the products and you still have your cash back. Does it make sense? Right? Toichuku, we are going to answer your questions, so don't worry about that, okay? Great. So that's it. So that's basically what this star group bonus means. Now, when you become a qualified star agent, so UXM pays commissions down up to 5 levels deep, right? 5 levels down. So what it means is that they will pay you for everybody below you, then everybody below those people, and everybody below those people, down to 5 levels, all right? So they'll pay you 5% of all the activity that happens on all of your directs. They'll pay 4% of everything, all the activities, that sales activities that happen. And this includes both SV, sales value, and PV, point value. They'll give you pay 4% of that to everybody underneath your directs, and so on and so forth, down to the 5th level. So on the 5th level, they'll pay 1%. So by the time they pay you, you have up to 5 levels deep. Many of you in our Emery team now have like 7 levels deep. I'm like 13 levels deep in Emery now, because I look at the Emery dashboard almost every day. A lot of you are like 7 levels deep, 6 levels deep, 5 levels deep. So Emery is going to pay 1% on the 5th level, 2% on the 4th level, 3% of both registrations, both product purchases, anything. They will pay all this percentage based on the level. But to get it, you have to be a qualified star agent. So what it means is that you have to make sure that you have gotten your 100 PV of products, and then 2 people in your team. And those 2 people don't have to be your directs. You just have to be any 2 people in your team, right? Okay. Then they have what they call international profit sharing. Now, this is what you get when you are a star diamond. So a star diamond means that 6 of your directs are now star agents, right? So when you become a star agent, the company reserves 2% of the total sales of the company. I actually used to think that it was by region, but I found out last month that they don't do it by region. It is the total worldwide sales of the company. So let's say the company makes, let me use my calculator. So let's say the company makes $1 billion, because last year the company made $1.1 billion in sales, right? So company sales in SV. So let's say the company's SV sales was 20 billion, right? So this is 20 billion. So the company is going to reserve 2% of that. So times 2 divided by 100. So the company is going to reserve $100 million and share it to everybody who is a qualified star diamond. Everybody who is a qualified star diamond, right? Again, this, I'm not saying it's $100 million. I'm just using this as an illustration, right? So the company is going to pay, we share this money to everybody who is a star diamond. But to get it, you have to be a qualified star diamond. Again, you need to have make sure that you have done your authorship for that month, and that two of anybody in your team has also done their authorship, right? So this is how they calculate it. So they will pay there's a way they calculate it. So they call it IPS points, international profit sharing points. So they will give you your diamond group sales value. So your diamond, when you become a diamond, they stop calling it PG, they start calling it DG, right? They start calling it diamond group, right? So diamond group is the same thing as personal group. The only thing is that when you start diamond, they don't call it personal again, they call it diamond group. So they will give you the total value, they'll calculate the total value of everything that happens in your personal group, 100% of it. Then they will do for all the people who are qualified star diamonds in your first level, all the people who are qualified star diamonds in your second level, your third level, your fourth level, down to your fifth level. And then they will now put, so let's say this is that 100 million, right? So all these are your points now. So let's say your point is, I don't know what to use for the points, but let's say your point is 30,000. The totality of all these your points is 30,000, right? So they will now say, and they will now divide your points by the total points of everybody in the who has qualified for that bonus. So let's say your points is 30,000. And the total for everybody in the company, let's say the total is 10 million, right? So they will now pay you 0.03 times 100 million. Remember, 100 million is the value of the 2%, right? So they will not pay you 3 million there basically for that month as this bonus, as this international profit sharing bonus, right? So my point is that the money is quite huge. Okay, so they also have what we call the leadership bonus. So leadership bonus is also paid on 5 levels. I'm going to redo this. Sorry, guys. I'm going to redo this table to show the five levels and show you guys how it is done. But it's basically 5 levels. Level 1, the same way it is done here. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So they pay 5% on the first level, then 3% based on how many directs you have. So you can see these are all your qualified star diamond lines. All right. So up to 20. Because 20 is the highest, is the point where they stop paying you this particular bonus. So, and then they now have what they call travel seminar incentive. So travel seminar incentive is the incentive that you get so that you can travel, because the company organizes a tour for everybody who is a star agent and above. So what they do is that all the sales value now, not point value, right? All the sales value that happens in your group, right? They calculate it again down to 5 levels, and they calculate it and they multiply it by 50%, right? And as long as it reaches the quota for the year. So let me check I don't know whether they've posted the quota for this year, but let me see. So for last year, they are going to Malaysia. They are going to Malaysia. They are going to Malaysia in February of this year. But for all their members who qualified last year, all of them are going to Malaysia this year. So for this year's own, everybody will be going to, I don't know whether they've announced the country, but I'm going to check now. I want to log into my account again and check. Okay, so what was wrong with this one? So so basically this is how they this is how they do it. Let me see whether travel. Okay, so this is a travel seminar incentive. It's going to open. Let me see whether they've posted this. Okay, so they've not posted the one for, but I'm sure they'll post it before the end of January. So all the people who qualified, so they calculate it from everything that happens from the 1st of January, right? And that's why I want us to start as early as possible so that we'll have as many of our team members who will qualify by December 31st, 2022. So by December 31st, 2022, you can see that the one for last year, once you hit 170 points in 117 travel seminar incentive points, you will qualify automatically for Malaysia as long as you're a star agent. It doesn't matter what your PPV is, how much you earn. It doesn't, as long as your total TSI points is 170,000, you will qualify. Now, you may think this is plenty, but it's not, because this is what they use to calculate it. They use that sales value. They don't use point value to calculate it. They use sales value to calculate it. Do you guys understand what I mean? Please let me know if you don't understand. So they use sales value to do the calculation. Sales value, not point value, because sales value is more than point value. Okay, great. So that's what they use to calculate it. So they're going to, I'm sure, I believe they are going, once they resume work on the 5th, they are very likely going to increase, they'll post the one for next year. But in February this year, all the people who qualified for 2021 will be traveling to Malaysia for this. Because if you look, this is the one they did for 2020. That one was Dubai. So Malaysia. So I'm sure that next year's one is going to be a different country, right? So, and you see that 2020 was 120,000 points. This one is 170,000. So I don't know what 2023 will be, but I'm sure they will post it. And when they post it, we will basically know. So now this one, for this particular bonus, you cannot exchange it. You can't change it. Or as long as you qualify for it, you have to go. They won't give you cash for it. Then they have a hand phone cash incentive. This is a one-time only, right? So once you have 3 of your personally sponsored people who have achieved 6,000 points, That's their group point value. They will give you 63,000 naira for a phone. And then they have what they call an overseas trip incentive, right? So once you have 5 of your direct downlines who have gotten this particular incentive, 5 of them have gotten this particular incentive, the company is going to give you $1,000 for you to use to travel to anywhere you like, but they'll give it to you as cash, all right? So this is it. So you see that, you see there's no car, there's no house, there's none of that. But I have it on good authority that this year, the Nigerian branch of DXN is instituting a car award bonus. But you know that if they institute a car award bonus, it's going to be taken from the bonus that they're going to pay you, right? If you qualify for it. So what we have done, right, is that I really don't care whether they give a car bonus or house bonus or any of that. Inside of Kairos ourselves, we now have our own bonuses, right? Instead of Kairos ourselves. Remember that I told you that anybody who joins Kairos pays 40,000, right? You guys remember that I said that? Maybe now they answer me your Angel so that I will be sure that I've not lost you. Okay? Okay, so everybody who joins Kairos pays 40 grand. We pay you 20,000 out of that, right? Now 20,000 is left, Abi. 20,000 left. Now this 20,000 that is left, we are going to use it to fund our own Kairos bonuses, right? We are going to use it to fund our own Kairos bonuses. And it is my pleasure to announce to you that our very first bonus for this year is this. Our very first bonus. I wanted to do a big reveal. I don't know where my images are now. Just imagine that. This is not for my hand like this. Eh? You don't form my hand like this. So this is our first promo, our first Kairos promo for this year. Can you guys see the screen? So these are, so we have a Team Kairos Qatar 2022 World Cup promo. They are basically, I've not shared it yet because they are redesigning it, right? So this is our first bonus for this year. And so if you have, so the promo is in 2 types, is in 2 packages, right? It's a World Cup promo to go to the Qatar 2022 World Cup. If you get 400 Kairos sales between now okay. Thank you, Rachel. I understand, Rachel. Thank you so much. I'll call you tomorrow, okay? So if you get 400 Kairos sales between now and September this year, you will go to Qatar 2022. You're going to get that. You're going to get, and Kairos is going to fund it 100%. You're going to get 7-day stay in Qatar, right? You're going to 7 days stay in Qatar in a hotel, right? You're going to get an air return ticket. You're going to get a return ticket to go. You're going to get 3 match tickets for group games, right? We're doing only group games because you know how we don't even know whether we will qualify yet. But if we qualify, you know, say we got a 2-pass group. So we're doing only group games, right? So if you do that, as long as you have 400 Kairos cells, right? We're taking you to the World Cup. That's basically the long and short of it. And everything is going to be paid for you. Your food, your air tickets is going to be paid for. Your accommodation is going to be paid for 7 days. All right. Um, Now, if you do only 150 sales, right? If you do only 150 sales, and you still want, well, you can still go to the World Cup. We're going to give you an air return ticket and tickets to enter the stadium and watch the matches. But the accommodation, you pay for it by yourself, right? Or that free tour, Qatar tour, and all of that, you pay for those ones by yourself. If you do 150 sales. Now we have other promos that Kairos is also we've not finished the design for those ones, but we have other promos. We have a car promo, right? And our car promo is also 400 sales. If you do 400 sales, we're going to give you a car. I've not decided what car is going to be, but it's not going to be a car, right? It's going to be a very, very solid one. The car is going to be worth at least 5 million. So we're going to give you that. This Qatar trade, this one is costing us, we've done the cost, it's costing us about 4,250,000 for this. Now, somebody is asking, so let me answer that question. Mr. Boniface, please mute your mic. So somebody is asking, can we turn it to money if we don't feel like going? To be honest, I've not even thought of it. I've not thought of it because I didn't imagine that somebody will not feel like going. But I understand if you don't feel like going, we'll probably just give you the money, but we'll not give you all the money. Don't worry, I'll think of something, but we will probably do that. If you don't want to go, we'll probably give you. Okay. So, but the essence of going on these trips is, see, let me tell you guys something, right? The essence of going on these trips is to get you used to experiences, because experiences expand your mind, they make you think bigger, right? And believe me, you want to go for the World Cup. I went for the World Cup in Russia 2018. It's one of the best things I ever did. One of the best things I ever did. Trust me, you will want to go. You will want to go. It's an experience that, that you have to be there to feel it and experience it. In any case, we will figure it out. So, like I said, we're going to have other promo. We're going to have a promo. We're going to that promo, the car promo. We're going to announce it on the 7th when we do our official launch for this year. We'll announce the car promo. We're going to have other promos. We're going to have a laptop. We're going to have monthly promos actually, right? So every month there'll be different things to win: PlayStation 5. A laptop, laptops, PlayStation 5s, headphones. I want the items to be something that will help you to promote the business, to promote your business, to do your thing, right? I don't want it to be something that is just merely for fun. So we're going to have laptops for the monthly promos. We're going to have a PlayStation 5, we're going to have, because all work and no play makes Obi a dull boy, right? We're going to have a PlayStation 5. We're going to have even spa sessions. We're going to have spa sessions. We're going to have something for the ladies. I've not thought of something, but the reason why I didn't decide on anything that will also benefit the ladies, right? So that if you're a lady, you can choose that. The reason why I've not decided is because I'm not a lady. So I may not know what the ladies want. So I'm going to talk to Nelly and Madam Francisca and Winnie and Bukola and who else? Maybe Rachel. I'm going to talk to them and get their opinions before we decide what we're going to use as promos. So that will be for the ladies too. So so that I don't go and choose something now and they will not like it. So we're going to have monthly promos and all of that. So all of that, we are going to announce those on the 7th when we do our first business opportunity presentation. Okay. So that's that. So you see that the complaint is not complicated. So they don't have all those car things. So that's why we're now doing it inside of Kairos. So we're going to have our workout promo. We're going to have our car promo. We're going to have we're probably going to have a house promo, but you guys know that houses are expensive. So the number of sales for the house is going to be a lot more. Now, here's another thing we're doing with our promos, our Kairos promos, right? If you don't want to take any of these promos, right, you can accumulate them. So let's say, so the World Cup promo, right, is 400, I mean, 400. World Cup promo is 400. And the car promo is 400. So let's say you say, you know what, I don't want to go for the World Cup, right? I want to accumulate my bonus, right? Or maybe you qualify. Maybe let's say between now and May, you have done 400, right? You can now decide and tell us to apply it towards the World Cup, or that we should just apply it towards the car and give you the car, okay? Or you can say, I don't care about the car, just leave it, and then you are doing more sales and you're accumulating more sales, right? Let's say your sales is now 800. It means that you have qualified for the car and the World Cup. We're going to give you both. It doesn't matter. If you do 800 sales this year, we're going to give you the World Cup and the car, as long as you do it before September. So let us assume that the house bonus is 10,000 sales. Assume, I'm not saying it's going to be 10,000 sales before somebody will start shouting. So let's say the house sales is 10,000 sales. You can say, you know what? This is my 800 points. I don't want to use it for the World Cup and promo. I want to apply it towards this 10,000. And let's say over the next 1 year, we now total 10,000 sales. What we're going to do is that we'll now get to the house and for the 10,000 sales. So my point is that you can accumulate your bonuses and not cash them out. That is for the yearly bonuses, right? Now, the monthly bonuses, what we are going to be doing. So let's say, because remember, we're working with 20,000 because we have given you 20,000. It is that remaining 20,000 that is left for Kairos that we are using to sponsor all these bonuses. Abi? Now, let's say we do what's it called now? A laptop promo, right? So a laptop is around a very good laptop. This laptop that I'm using for this presentation is around 500,000 naira. So 500,000 is 500,000 divided by 20,000. Yeah, 20,000 naira. So that's 25 sales. So we can do a monthly promo and say if you get 50 sales, we'll give you a laptop, right? So if you get 50 sales, we'll give you a laptop. Now, if you need a laptop, right, and you made your 50 sales, right, and you say, you know what, I've been doing this thing with a phone and it's frustrating. I know everybody will tell you that as long as you have a phone, you can do it. Yes, you can do it, but it's a little bit harder to do everything on the phone, trust me. But it doesn't mean that you cannot do it, you can. But so let's say you now do 50 sales and you say, you know what, I beg, Kairos, I want the laptop. So we're going to give you this laptop. We're going to redeem your 50 sales for the laptop, right? We'll redeem it for the laptop. But here's another thing that we're going to do. These 50 sales that we have given you for the laptop, we're supposed to wipe it, Abby, because we've given you the laptop now. So we're supposed to wipe it out. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you 5% of it back. So we're going to give you something like it's now like a cashback. So 5% of 50 is what? 2.5. Am I correct? We'll give you 5, so we'll give you 2.5 of those sales back, even after you have redeemed it. But that is only for the monthly promos. It doesn't involve the car promo or the walker promo or the house promo. Okay? It doesn't involve those ones. It's only for the monthly promos. So we'll give you cash points. I don't know, is it points? Points back. We'll give you like we'll give you your point, 5% of the points back for any of the monthly bonuses that you redeem. If you don't want to redeem it, you can count towards all these other bonuses, right? You can count towards the car, you can count towards the World Cup, you can count towards the house, and all of that. Do you guys understand what I'm doing? So we're basically spending practically all of that extra, that 20,000 that is left for Kairos. We're basically spending all of it to provide bonuses for our team members to use, right? So because I'm kind of like the team lead, I can't buy bonuses. I can't give bonuses to myself, right? So that people will not say that it's rigged. So, but I'm also going to be selling this directly by myself, of course. I mean, on the 7th, I'm doing that. So I'm going to be selling it directly by myself. And what we're now going to do, once we're going to be doing a lot of placement, just like we did in Emery. I'm going to be doing a lot of placement because I know I will be selling in a ton of people. And the company will tell you to register everybody under you. See, don't listen to them. Trust me, don't listen to them. Once you have 20 directs, once you have 20 people directly under you, start doing placements. When you see that one of your 20 legs, one of those directs is not pulling, is not doing anything, or they are being lazy, you can now add an extra leg, right? But don't go and do 30 registrations, 50 registrations under you. They don't pay you. Look at these bonuses now. They don't pay you much. They don't pay you much beyond, for example, look at this leadership bonus. They only pay you for only 20 legs. Look at it. If you do 21 legs to 22 legs, they don't pay you for anything outside of this 20. So once you have 20 directs registered, don't do anymore. But we're not going to start with 20 directs, which brings me back to what I said about becoming a star agent and hitting this point value. So the very first way that we're doing that is that I'm personally going to be doing a lot of placements, right? But beyond myself, the very, very quick way to do this is for you to do 6 directs first. You do 6 directs first. Why 6 directs? The reason is because you need 6 of them to become star agents so that you become a star diamond. Once you do your 6 directs first, start doing placements, right? Once you get is number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, right? Because I'm telling you, this will be easy to join because we're charging just 40,000. Once people begin to activate the account, it's going to ramp up very, very quickly. So once you have signed up 6 people under you that will take you to Star Diamond, start doing placements. Start getting your 6 people to star agents. Right? Start getting them to star agents. So once they become star agent and you become a star, once you become Star Diamond, you can now register another 6 directs under you again. Does it make sense? I'm going to answer all of your questions. Don't worry. All of your questions, I'm going to answer them. So what you do is you do 6 directs, then you start doing placements. So once you start, you do placements on one leg, one person, right? So you do 6, then you start doing 6 for each of those 6. Remember, they will also be doing their own. So it's not as if that you're the one doing everything, right? I'm also going to be doing placements for everybody too, right? So that way we can snowball, everything will come like a snowball all at the same time, right? So once we do 6 and 36, you are going to become a star agent automatically. So this is you, and we have 6 directly beneath you, and then each of those 6 has 6 directly beneath them. You become a star agent straight up. Become a star agent straight up, right? And then you just do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Now, another very quick way you can do it is to use the sales funnels inside of the Team Kairos site. And we use the sales funnels for the products and sell the products directly. I'm trying to work out an arrangement where we will handle the deliveries for everybody in Team Kairos. It is not a done deal yet, but I'm working on it. Once we finalize it, I'm going to let you guys know. So we can route all of the placements through us, and we can do the placement, we can do the deliveries by ourselves. You will still get the point value, you will still get the sales value, it doesn't matter. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? So on the 7th, we are going to launch everything again for the new year, the team site, the team funnels, the Kairos funnels, the product funnels, everything on the 7th of this month. Everything will be up there. We are going to be raring to go. So what I need you guys to do tonight is to fill the form for the what's it called now? I want you to start filling the form for Kairos. What am I saying? I want you to start filling the form for DXN. Okay, so I'm pasting the link to the form in the chat box. I hope everybody can see it. So fill the form. I will start the same way we have the placements in Emery is the same way we're going to do it. Again, we are not leaving Emery. I said it before, we're not leaving Emery. So again, for those of you who were not here in the last team call of 2020, we are not leaving Emery, but Emery has some existential problems that is not working to our advantage. Those problems are problems of products. Emery has only 2 products in the Nigerian market now, Hardwell and Virgin. Virgin has already been bastardized price-wise. If you go online, you see people selling Virgin for 3,000, people selling it for 5,000. If you already start with 295,000 in Emery, and you need to sell your Virgin for 15,000 to get back your money, now it is now an uphill battle. I have complained, I have spoken to them, they say they will do something about it. They're not doing anything about it. It is obvious to me they are not willing to do anything about it, right? Then they have pulled the V-type product off because they are reformulating it. And because they are reformulating it, they are going to have to re-register it with NAFDAC. And because of what I know about how NAFDAC works and the sluggish nature of these companies in registering their products, the products that they have been registering since last year, it has been finally approved. It is in November that they now started production for Nigeria. So that product is not here yet. The one that was approved in May, the offer, is not here yet. How much more the one that was approved in October? They are not available yet. So for almost a year plus, by May next year, offer will be 1 year, and offer is not even in Nigeria yet. So, and I do not want this thing to look like a Ponzi scheme. I don't want people to tell you that you are selling a Ponzi, because it is not a Ponzi, but the company is dragging their foot so bad. And this is a new year. I do not want to go slow this year. I don't want us to go slow and be marking time. We did that last year, but our excuse last year is that we were building our team side. Now we have finished building our team side. We don't have any excuse here. And I don't want our fate to be determined by a company. So what we have done is that we are bringing in DXN. DXN was the original company that I registered with last year before I found Emery. The reason why I left them for Emery is because Emery's comp plan paid a lot more money upfront, and you only needed to go through 4 ranks to get paid 27 million. 4 ranks. So that's why I eventually said, and Emery was given a car, and I know a lot of you guys would have loved to get a car and all of that. So that's why we decided to go with DXN instead of, to go with Emery instead of DXN, right? But now these problems are with Emery. So I had to put on my thinking cap and say, what do we do so that we make sure that we're starting 2022 with a flying start? And it required that we go back to DXN. Now, DXN doesn't give you a car, DXN doesn't give you a house and all of that. So that is why we are now using Kairos to do it. That's why I increased the price of joining Kairos to 40,000 so that we can pay you guys 20,000 for everybody you bring into Kairos. And then the remaining 20,000, we're going to use it to fund the bonuses. So we're going to be giving car bonuses, we're giving worker bonuses, we're giving monthly bonuses, laptops, PlayStations, different stuff, right? Different stuff, items, incentives on the Kairos. So Kairos will fund that. We're even going to give a house in Kairos, right? So Kairos will fund those ones instead, all right? So that is the short version of what happened with Emery. But we are not leaving Emery. We're not pushing Emery backwards. So Emery is now going to be our upsell. So when people have joined our team in DXN and they have gotten paid more money, we will now tell them, then we have another company that pays 25 million plus, and you can join, and you can also join that one also. Okay, does that make sense now? So I hope that is understood now. So let me start answering the questions. So if you have any questions, please drop them. If you've asked the questions earlier, drop them again so that I can see them and answer them. So I'll start with Boniface. Boniface says, my question is, what is our selling point in Kairos? I mean, it is easy to sell Kairos to someone who knows Sarona, but how do you sell Kairos to someone who doesn't know Sarona? That is the idea. The idea is not for you to sell Kairos. The idea is for you to sell them on going to watch our Kairos presentation. We're unveiling all the new presentations on the 7th. I taught you guys how to use the Kairos scripts last year. I'm going to teach it again. In fact, I'm going to be teaching it every single week going forward in this 2022. It is the presentation that will do the selling. Our presentation will do the selling. Your job is to introduce our presentation to the person who is interested, not to sell Kairos to them. The presentation will sell it. The presentation will sell it far better than you will ever sell it. Trust me. Trust me on this one. That's why we made it possible for you to generate your own link to the presentation so that you can just send it to them and say, if you want to learn more about Kairos, go watch this video. They will sign up. When you sign up, our system matches their sign up to you. Whether they join this year, next year, we still pay you the 20,000, your 20,000 commission for them joining. Please. Do you understand that now? Nelly, please log out and log back in. If you're not hearing me, please log out and, oh, you can't even hear me. So let me just step in. So that is how this works, all right? You're just selling them on watching the presentation or downloading. One of our funnels is our Kairos book. We have a book that Darlington, thank you again to you, Darlington, for that amazing e-cover that you did for that book. So we have that as one of the funnels also. So well, you're going to have, on some you will see all the different funnels, all of that, right? So your job is just to push them to one of those funnels, and that is it. Just send them to one of those funnels. We're going to be giving you adverts. We'll give you adverts, right? We'll give you adverts. We'll give you things that you are going to use, posts that you are going to use. We'll teach you how to create your own posts too. Does this make sense, guys? Are you guys following? Does this make sense? All right, so please go fill the form. I'm posting the form again. Fill the form now so that, because we will start doing those registrations. Okay, that's great. That's great. So fill the forms. Once you get an email from DXN, activate your account. Don't wait, just activate it. All right, so that once other people in your that will place in your downline as it is in email, start activating the accounts, you can start getting paid. Okay, and I forgot to mention that DXN's payment is monthly. Kairos payment is every week. Every Monday you can place a withdrawal request, and Paystack is going to pay you in minutes, in less than 5 minutes. So the Kairos payment is weekly, every Monday. Every Monday, the link to make your withdrawal will be active. If you don't do it on Monday, it will not be active until the next Monday. The reason why we did that is that so that it will be easy when you get paid that money in bulk, you will be able to take screenshots and use it to also advertise more. Okay. So guys, again, I'm pasting the link. Fill the form if you want to do DXN. If you don't want to do DXN, it's all right. We are still going to have the funnels for Emery still on the team side. Don't get it wrong. Like I said, we're not leaving Emery, right? That 27 million is a lot of money to collect, so we're not leaving it. So, but this will make it easier for you to sell, because one of the biggest complaints that I got from some of our members is that it's hard for them to sell something for 295. Then when you now add Kairos fee of 30,000, it is now 300,000 plus. And I understand. Now there is nothing like that. Now it's just 40,000 naira. Easy. It's an easy sale. I remember January is a hot month when people are willing to spend money to do stuff. So we're going to be pushing hard this January, like really, really hard. All right. So I encourage all of you to join the team in DXN. By the 7th, if those of you who are existing team members, if you don't fill this form that I'm sharing today by the 7th, I will just assume that you don't want to do DXN. And anybody who is under your email, I'm going to place them under other people, right? Who have indicated an interest to join. I'll put them under under our other team members in email. Okay, so that's it. I don't see any other questions, so I'm going to be closing because we have done almost 2 hours. So thank you so much, guys. Please fill the form. Please fill the form if you want to join us in DXN. If you don't, that's also fine. We're not discriminating. So the form is not responding. Please, who has filled the form? Who has filled the form here? How is the form not responding? If you have filled the form, please let me know. Okay, I'm sending a new link for the form, okay? Okay, they say it's responding now. It's responding, oh. Oladele, the form is responding, oh, Ejo. But let me see put the link again. Okay, that's great. So how do you activate your account in DXN? The DXN office is not open now. Okay, let me show you guys. You guys can still see my screen, am I correct? Can you guys see my screen? Okay, great. Okay, so this is what you do. Let me show you guys the products that are available in Nigeria now for DXN. Sorry, I don't know why the site is kind of slow today. So, but let me just show you guys what I mean. Online purchase. So you can buy online if you want, but they're not going to process it until what's it called now? Until the 5th. That's when they'll process it. So these are the products I have. This is a noni juice. So the XM products are Ganoderma based. Ganoderma is a mushroom. You can see the red mushroom, right? It's a medicinal mushroom. And these previous products work. I kid you not. I've been watching videos all through December. I did that last year when I joined them first, but I decided to refresh my memory again. You know, the products work. And I have not just that the products work, these are their beverages. They have 15 more products coming that is with NAFDAC pending registration, 15 more products, but they have 7 currently in Nigeria now, 7 products. So these are their beverages. This is noni juice. So noni is a medicinal plant. So they make a juice with it. Then this is their coffee that's infused with Ganoderma. This is called 3-in-1. This 3-in-1 has sugar and cream in it. This one is straight black coffee, just straight black coffee. Okay. Now, when you're purchasing your products, you have to note that the total PV that you purchase has to be at least 100. Please don't forget, it has to be at least 100 PV. Okay, so this is the supplements. The site is kind of slow today, so just be patient. It's going to be open. Oh, wow. Okay, so these are the supplements. They call this one RD, reishi ganoselium, There's spirulina. Spirulina is sea algae, actually. So this product, um, one of my very, very good friends, one of the Skookie brothers, you guys know Skookie, the musicians, right? They sing. Skookie, the guys that sang, what was that, the popular song again? Pass the Agbara, Woli Agba, that song. So I'm very close with them. And one of them, one day he couldn't get up from his bed, basically. He was supposed to come to the office, to my office, but he couldn't get up. Overnight, he was kind of paralyzed. So they had to put him in a car, take him to the hospital. They did all sorts of tests. They said that they couldn't find anything. So luckily there was the doctor that was on call was an Indian. So the doctor now told him that if he doesn't mind taking supplements, he said he didn't. The doctor now told him to go and buy these supplements from their pharmacy. So the pharmacist stocks this particular supplement. So he was telling me this story. I didn't even know it was a DXM product, right? So he said he went and bought it for 18,000. And but he wasn't the one. His brother went and bought it for 18,000. They took him back home. So he started taking the supplements. So he started taking the tablets. And in about 3 days, he was able to get up and start walking again, like normal. Just this supplement alone. So when that particular bottle finished, right, he now called the doctor and told him that he wanted to buy more. The doctor now gave him a code number. So what he meant was that the doctor is actually a member of DXN. So the doctor gave him a code and told him to call, and the phone number. I told him the phone number was the DXN office. I told him when he calls them that they're going to ask him for a code, that he should give them that code. So he called the office and they asked him for the code, and he gave them the code, and he bought some more. So I was not like, what did you say this? What did you call this name of the supplement? Right? And he said it was spirulina. And I know that I already knew that they had a product called spirulina. And I told him that there is this company that I registered with last year, but I didn't promote them again. That the company is called DXN. He now said, "Oh, that the store he's telling me of, the spirulina, is that the company that makes it is called DXN." So he called their manager and asked the manager to bring one of the bottle to my office, and the guy brought it, and it was this exact product. So that I know for sure that this guy's product works, and I've seen all sorts of videos and all of that. So these are their different supplements. You see that this thing is more than 7, but many of them are the same. It's just size and quantity, right? This one is powder. This one is donosodium gel. This is reishi, but it's powder, right? This is spirulina capsule. This is spirulina capsule. This is tablets. The same spirulina, but tablet, and so on. This is reishi gano. This is donosodium. And then they have personal care products. And just wait a little bit. So they have personal care products. So they have a toothpaste that's also infused with that same mushroom, that medicinal mushroom, and then this gano massage oil. So what I have done all of December last year was to study a lot of the documents that the people who are already in the company, the things that they have found that work together, right? So I know that spirulina and this product works to help make hair falling, right? So okay, just asked a great good question. He said, do we need to buy 100 ppv worth of products to activate? Must that be done at once, or can one buy as much as they can until they complete the 100? You need to buy, you can buy as much as you can until you complete the 100. It doesn't matter. But if you want to start getting paid, if you want to start getting paid immediately, you have to do the 100, okay? So, but you can decide to do it half and half and all of it. Okay. So what you guys are going to do is that to activate your account with DXN is just 100 PV. 100 PV depends on the product that you want to get. So these are the products that are in my cards. Let me show you the one that are in my own cards so that you see it. It depends on the products that you want to get. I'm actually going to add more products to my own cards, right? So these are the products that I'm getting. I'm getting this Morenzi. It is 16 PV. As long as it is 100 PV, it doesn't matter the number of products. It can be the same products. You just get enough to cover 100 PV, right? And then I'm actually getting 2 bags of this coffee, not one. So I'm getting 2 bags of this coffee, this 3-in-1. I don't like black coffee. So, and then I'm getting this ganosellium, I'm getting this reishi gano, and then I'm getting the toothpaste because I'll use it. I mean, I buy toothpaste all the time. So if the company sells this toothpaste, I'll just buy it. I should just buy it at once. And so you can see that my total PV is 117. If you don't want to do more than 100, just add enough products to give you 100, or maybe 101 or 102. It doesn't matter, right? You can see my SV is 16,426, right? So, and you can see that the total that I'm paying for these 6 products now that I've chosen is, I'm also going to add spirulina, so this is going to be higher. In fact, it's okay, it's not here. I'm still going to add it later. So I'm going to be spending around 40,000, right? If you don't want to spend more than 30,000, this is what you do, right? This is what you do because they have a promo pack. So see promotions. So just call them, just call the office, but the office is not open now. Okay, so they've deleted everything under promotion because this is a new year. So they'll have this, because this is a new year, that's why they don't have a promo. So I'm sure that when they resume on the 5th, right? But last year they had these products. Let me show you. So last year they had they had this reishi gano, this ganosellium, and this spirulina as one pack for 27,000. For 27,000 naira. Then plus 25 for the kits. They have a kit from the company that they will give you. Something like the kit contains the company's rules and regulation. You understand, rules of conduct, all of that stuff, brochures, some things. The kit is 25. So when you add that 25 to 27,600 for that promo, it will not be 30,000. It should not be 30,100 naira. That's why I was saying that it's about 30,000. So by when they start work on the 5th of this month, they are going to post the new promos. But we can still activate because I can call the guy that I signed up with because he has a service center. Something that they call a stockist. He has a service center, right? So I can call him and we'll just order from the service center and we'll do the activation. He will do the activation from his end. Does that make sense? Okay. So yes, Boniface says, do we always need to do 100 PV every month as a monthly authorship? No, you don't. You don't. But if you don't do it, any earnings that you have for that month will be paid to the person directly above you who has done his own. So if you want to get paid, you do it. That's how this company works. If you want to get paid, you do it. If you don't want to get paid, no problem. They will pay your commissions to the person. So here's what I'm asking you guys to do, right? If the monthly, the 100 PV is about 30,000 naira, right? If you look at your dashboard, right? Every time that you log in and you look at your dashboard and you are going to get paid at least 30,000 that month. Just take 30,000 naira, buy the products, because that month they will still pay you the 30,000. They'll pay each new month, they'll pay the previous month's commissions. So you have the products and you still have your 30,000 naira. Does that make sense? Right? Does that make sense? I'm going to answer everybody's question, okay? I'm taking it one by one. So, Tochiku, I've already answered this question. Do we need to do 100 PV again? You don't have to. You don't have to. If your commission is not up to 100 PV, you can leave it. But they will pay to the person above you who has done their own. Does that make sense? What if you buy products, the products worth 100 PV at different times within the space of 1 month? Will your account be activated? Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be. Can we transfer money from Emery to DXM? Yes, you can for the activation, but don't do it because they are not open until the 5th. I'm going to talk to the guy who signed me up, and he will provide his own account detail because he's a stockist. They call it service center. He owns a service center, so that he will do the activation from his end. He will do it for our team members because we are also in his team. So he will be happy to do it. He will do it from his end, and he will deliver the products to you anywhere you are. Because he will be open, even though the office will not be open. If he's not open, I'll tell him to be open. Okay? Do they have an office in other states outside Lagos? Yes, they have service centers in different places. Let me show you guys the offices. So you can buy, in fact, Boniface, you can walk into, after we have done your registration, you can walk into their office in Abuja, because I know you live in Abuja. You can go to the office in Abuja and buy and do your activations in their Abuja office. Okay, I think they have one in Abuja. So this is the head office. This is the main head office, and then this one is in Ikoyi. So if you live around Ikoyi, you can do it. This lady is in Oregon. This one is in Onitsha. I don't know if they have in Abuja. I'm not sure. So, but I'm coming there. This one is in Warri, Delta State. So those of you who live in Warri, if you don't want to do it in Lagos, right? I can give you this people's number and you can call them and they will do your activation from there, right? If you live around Akwa Ibom, you can do here in Akwa Ibom. This is the person this is the guy that signed me up, okay? He's in Ojedu in Ikeja. Then this is Nebeda. Let's see. Cross River. This is in Calabar. This is Uyo. This is Alaba International Markets. This is also in Calabar also. Calabar also. Asaba in Delta States. Okay, so there's no Abuja. So now here's the thing. Once you become a star agent, you can open your own service center. So another thing that I want to do is that for those of our team members who I see that are pushing Kairos, I'm going to fund service centers for you in your states where you are. I'll fund it with my money. So, but that one is a business deal between me and you now, okay? I'll fund it so that you will have a service center so that everybody who is registering around you, because everybody the people will order products from a service center that is closest to them. So for example, I know that Winnie lives in Lokoja, for example. So if Winnie becomes a star, because they will only let you open a star, they will only let you open a service center when you are a star agent. So if Winnie becomes a star agent, I'm going to work with Winnie. I will open a service center in Lokoja, right? If we have a team member in Abuja who I see is serious, I'm mentioning Winnie's name because I know Winnie is serious, right? You can see that they don't have any service center in Lekki. They don't have any service center on the mainland. They only have at Alaba International and Ojedu and Oregun, only that Ikeja side, right? For example, they don't have in Festac, for example. They don't have in many places, right? So for those of our team members who are serious, I'm going to work with them. I will open a service center in their places, and I can have a personal arrangement with them for that. Okay. All right. So let me continue answering questions. Let me see. Toichukwu says, in a situation that I can't meet up with the purchase of this product, my downline does, am I good to go for that month? No, you are not good to go. If you want to get paid, you have to do your own auto ship. You have to get your own 100 PV for that month. If you don't, and your downline does, they will pay it to the person that you're under. For example, Toichukwu, you are going to be under Simi. If your downline does, and you don't, all your downline, all your commissions that you're supposed to get will go to Simi. That's how DXN works. All right. They do it to pay because since you did not do now, your downline is now deemed to be Simi's downline because your downline is also Simi's downline anyway. Right? Does it make sense? Okay. Can you withdraw your money into your personal account and then pay to DXN? I don't understand what you mean, Sam. Can you rephrase that question? Odele says you have not asked me to. You asked me to get across. Odele, I was waiting for you to get across to me now. I did not hear anything from you. Tochukwu send me a message. I didn't hear anything from you. Please send me a message on Twitter at Ronald Nzimora. Let me type it in the comment at ronaldnzimora.com. Unless you are not on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, you can call the WhatsApp number now. Call the WhatsApp number or send me a message. If I don't pick up, just send me a message. Okay? Tochukwu, I sent you a message on Twitter. It's not ready. That's why you're asking this question again. So please read that message and respond to it. Sam, please rephrase your question so that I will understand what you're saying. Okay? Someone said I can withdraw money from Emery to my private account. Yes, if you have commissions in Emery, you can withdraw it now. Of course you can. How else are you going to get your Emery money if you don't withdraw it? Okay, how you can do it? Okay, just send me a message. I will do a short video tomorrow morning. I can't do it tonight because I need to do our DXN registrations this night. So I'll do a short video showing how to do it tomorrow. But for tonight, just send me a message. I will explain it to you how to do it, Sam. Okay? All right, so I don't see any other questions. Tochukwu, please respond to my message on Twitter. Oladele, please send me a message on Twitter. If you can't, just send me, if you don't use Twitter, send me a message on using our team's WhatsApp number. Okay? Guys, I'm going to see you guys again. I'll probably send you an email. I will probably do another meeting before the 7th. If not, then I will see you guys on the 7th. You guys are amazing, amazing, amazing people. This year is our year. This year is Kairos year. This is our times. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great, 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 great night. And
Good luck. I wish you everything good this year, 2020. I love every single one of you, and I want the best for all of you. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on tonight. Thank you so much for staying on for 2 hours plus. God bless you and have a great night. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye. Colors, you hear from me. In fact, let me do it. Let me. I think you sent me a message. Don't, Carla, please just send me another message on WhatsApp, okay? I will send you the link now, okay? Great. All right, guys. Bye bye.